All right, looks like we're ready to get back into the game here with the Whalers and the Evil Geniuses. We've got the pistol buy-ups finally in place as the matchup gets started here between the Whalers and the EG Cat. We're setting up towards the mid position for the T side start of the Whalers. One player breaking out into the apartments as Stanislaw already looks for opening kills down to the short control. DJ backing up. Cirque watching for the USP. Crossfire. Tarek there with the opening kill. Cirque is a quick kill of Bone alone as well. Boo will turn around on towards Cirque for a 2-for-1, but all in all, the CTs have the man advantage.
Yeah, they're going BJ because you've got to expect that bomb needs to cross out towards CT, but Boo's still staying around and he's alone with the bomb, Jay. Why is he not crossing back to market? But he's still doing damage. He gets away with a couple of kills, makes it 3 in the end, and Ethan's going to be able to try and cut that bomb, but now Boo gets another kill. What a massive round to come out for the Whalers. Oh my goodness, Jay, he gets an ace in the pistol.
That's unreal. That's so massive for Boo. 5 frags to open things up, and if there's one way for the Whalers to make a statement in this matchup, this is going to be it. Big pistol clutch coming in for him. He's got the AK out so early on. Rifles in for everybody as they spare no expense. They're not going to waste anything against the EG Cam. They've got to get these rifles and firepower in.
My goodness, that was incredible. They smoked off towards the top of Connector, and they wanted to almost sort of split into that B bomb side, but it wasn't even necessary. And now the Force Fire coming back from EG, a good opening coming out from Tarek. And if they push any further forward, Jay, they might even spot that bomb. They've pushed very aggressively in through the apartments.
Indeed, they have. One getting recovered by Pwn alone now as he tries to make his way out of dodge here. Into the mid position, 2 players to receive alongside him. Bursts up from this Galil, picked up by Breezy, doing damage to Rampage. Eventually gonna take that kill back to a 5-on-3. Mac-10 facing him first with the bomb. Pwn alone giving up a lot to the CT cap as Ethan flicks his pistol back towards Boo. And Whalers don't get off quite as confident here in the jungle position as you would have expected. 1-on-4 for DJ now. And surely he's out of the round.
Yeah, 1-on-4, there's really not much that he can do from here. He's going to start to get sandwiched in. Doesn't at least find a duel onto Ethan. Follows up onto Cirque. 42 points to health. Needs another kill, but it's not going to happen. Breezy finishing off the job. A great anti-eco force fire coming out from EG. And for the Whalers, it all started off when they could not deal with the aggression. We saw 2 players, Tarek in particular from EG, pushing all the way in through the apartments, finding that opening kill. And look at this here from Ethan. This second kill with the 5-7. Ridiculous.
Just as ridiculous as Boo's ace clutching that pistol round, so you know what? Credit where it's due. In the end, EG are able to return that round back to the Whalers camp. Deagle's back in front of the Force back here on the T side. And credit to them, they did pretty good with the pistols in the last one, so let's see what they can do out here this time with some upgrades. Hand cannons, Kevlar helmets. Right now spread out on the defaults, looking for picks in the underpass and mid-control. Bomb yet to commit, but it is outside of the apps area.
Hey, look how much more slower the approach is, too, from the Whalers this time around, Jay. It's almost like they're waiting for the aggression to come out because they know that it's happened before. Having a really widespread default with these Deagles, trying to take as many one-on-one aim duels as possible. There's hardly any utility, just a single smoke for Pwn alone, so it's going to have to be a lot of dry peaks. And Pwn alone seeing if he can maybe get the jump-spotting player out towards CT, but he's been spotted.
Wraparounds in the CT camp will go back towards the A site. The bomb on the back of Bentley. Making his way in alongside Pwn alone. 2 players have snuck up through the mid-control now into Connector. The hold there off here. Breezy takes down 2 quick frags, gets his triple in, and he gets the headshot on Pwn alone up on the Tetris area. Bentley will get 1 frag to return. Breezy's on low HP, but Ethan is there to clean up his kill in this one. 4 kills for Breezy, and the Evil Geniuses do get mopping up here.
Yeah, nice and easy round coming out for EG, and I think this is really going to start to set the pace, Jay, whether they can just continue this momentum. Whalers can't really bring anything into round 4, so maybe a waterfall setup if they want to just try and run out from Palace with a flashbang and see if they can get a bomb plant. It's going to be difficult, certainly. Now let's have a look of what they decide to go for. Deep app smoke coming out for Breezy to maybe dictate if they want to take some early control, but it's actually aggression that's going to come out from mid.
Aids on Stanislaw, standing by here. To the mid position. Pushed up so far to potentially take apart some of the T-side individuals. Backed up with the M4 of Cirque, just standing by and waiting. Minute and 20 seconds. Whalers being very passive about this pistol upgrade. Eco. The flashbang of Bentley is basically all they've really got to work with, and Stanislaw knows it, pushing in ready for a kill. Sees two. Doesn't take any, though.
Oh, Tarek actually goes down to the Glock. Oh my goodness, are they going to find a second kill? They do. We saw this from Rebirth yesterday, Jay, in a Glock round like that. They got a bomb plant and 2 kills. I don't know if that's going to happen with the Whalers because Breezy's got complete bomb control and they're out of B. They've cleared the site, but they don't have the bomb.
Frag on Rampage. Bentley will fall to Cirque in the end. 4 kills for him in this round. The Eco gets cleaned up pretty effectively. 3-1 for EG. And the Whalers now up for their rifle buy here. First time the AK is coming out for the T side here in this roundup. AWP of Cirque, the M4's in. Of course, an AK still safe for Breezy. Currently top fragging for his squad. And Whalers need to get started in this round more than anything else. You know, Eco, pistols, all that jazz, you know, they're all fine and dandy, but when the rifles come to play, it's where the real competition begins. But again, Whalers going passive, not going to try force the fights. And that's a good play, actually, because as they lean in towards the B site, nobody is there to defend against them if they go out now.
Yeah, Stanislaw is really the only player, but you've got to think if they go for a BXE, it's almost going to be like a retake setup coming out from EG. But look at the setup, though, from the City side. They're so heavy on the mid control, and Whalers haven't shown any presence. Nothing out to the A bomb site. Finally, a little bit of utility to retake this mid control. But EG, they're now going to have to be fighting off against the B side attack.
Yeah, bomb plant can be secured. Boo's going to get Cirque to drop on the short position. Smoke down, flashes over. Rampage keeping his eyes on Bentley. Looks for a bomb plant here. They're going to get kills, actually. Boo and Rampage. 2 more frags to add to the cap tally. Ethan has stuck his way up here towards the corner. Takes that 1 frag on Bentley. Goes to the player on short. Can't quite isolate the kill. As DJ wins that fight, it will all rest on Breezy now. 1-on-4 scenario. AK backed up. Probably better save. Player is sneaking in the back lines, though. And Rampage will drop in the end for the trade. So second to the board of the New England Whalers. A very good rifle round coming out.
What I love, too, is how disciplined the Whalers are, Jay. They go in for that B site exit, and the B bomb site's pretty much completely open. It's only Stanislaw that's trying to defend from short. Now, the Whalers could have had the opportunity, if they wanted to try and beat the rotations, of pushing further forward into market, maybe trying to aggress in through short, but what they actually do is they just play really passive in the side. They force the mistakes out from EG. They pull the CTs very quickly to try and retake and punish them for that. A second round on the board for the Whalers, a great gun round from them.
Shot out from Bentley. Forcing that player out to the connector area. Cirque there with the AWP looking for his frags. Unable to get much as of right now. Get forced out to window position in Sniper's Nest. Force back coming through from the CT camp, obviously. Still looking a bit awkward in the early economy game, but Ethan will still be able to strike, taking DJ out of the ramp area. So now it's just those split players in from connector. Putting some utility down and going for the entry. AK strikes these 2, takes them both. Oh! Massive strikes with Rampage turning around on Ethan. And Parnalone gets Cirque as well. Wow, these executes have looked really good from the Whalers.
I tell you what, they're here and ready to play. Boo's been just doing so much damage. Breezy only gets 1 in the backlines from Ramp. But this is the stand-in, Jay. Boo was dropped from the lineup. They added in B-Wills. The stand-in that's only filling in for this team at this event, Jay, has been able to just pop off. Huge double kill to open up the B bomb side. They still bring that bomb to A. And man, the Whalers are looking individually very, very sharp. And I tell you what, we can have quite a game on our hands, especially on Mirage.
I mean, he is LFT right now. If anyone's interested, then, well, that's a pickup for you. Definitely got a lot to prove in that respect. Yes, he might not be on this team for permanent, but still wants to sharp his teammates and try and get that next squad to be a good one. Molotov's flashes in. Molotov in from the underpass areas. Bentley picks up 2 very easy kills. This is an eco round for the Evil Geniuses side. Whalers set to take a 4-3 lead above the TT squad.
I'm just looking for a bit of exit kills, seeing if they can really just take a player out or 2. You shouldn't expect too much damage to come through for the CT side. The Whalers, though, are going to be able to put a 4th round up, meaning that they've got a 1-round lead now over the Evil Genius' side. And clearing out the apartments, trying to make sure they're establishing some crossfires, not getting taken down by any of these cheeky USPs. And Bentley, 3 kills the round, looking for a little bit more. Nice tap onto Ethan to find the 4th round. Nice and easy to come out for the New England Whalers, but the gun round will come through for EG, but there is no money for an AWP, so it will just be M4s.
Yeah, Cirque having to take that sacrifice has definitely been, you know, one of the capable AWPers, obviously. From the European scene to the EG camp, he's been one of those standout players that you expect to pop off with the AWP at certain points. Won't have that choice here in the next gun round. Of course, the M4 is still capable, but the Whalers have looked real good here with these AKs. The AWP out for Ponalone here, I believe for the first time in this matchup for the Whalers camp. M4 in from Ethan, you're going to get burned alive immediately into the connector area, but they're set up in the defaults. Whalers still leaning into the mid control just to hunt for kills.
One thing to really keep an eye on, Jay, in this round for EG is no incendiaries and no kits. Stanislaw is trying to make a very, very aggressive play out from top mid. That's a big kill because no one's there to trade. So that's an easy advantage being found for the Evil Genius side, and no response comes through from the Ts.
Yeah, isolated towards that mid control. Rampage was back up at the apartments entrance, then unable to swing out in time, unable to get a trade. Leaning towards the palace area. Breezy's keeping his eyes on for Ponalone with his AWP. Risky peek in from the sniper. Smokes down into the mid position. Now gonna flush out the sniper's nest. Rampage given a bit of cover, but not allowed to extend just yet. He will start to make his way in now. The passiveness from EG, though, they're not going to challenge until they get their way in towards short or connector.
Yeah, they're really slowing it down, and you've got to think for the Whalers, it's almost like they're waiting for a pick, waiting for some sort of advantage to then kind of make a decision, because they've got 2 players out from mid, one still lurking out from underpass. You'd expect this has to be a split into the A bomb side with the Palace player of Ponalone, and he's waiting to see if he can catch off a rotation, because Cirque's in through window room.
20 seconds, Rampage moves in now, they've got to rush in, they've got to take this player out towards the dark. Breezy comes up with the frag and doubles up towards the bomb in the open. Ponalone can burn it, get an AWP shot on Ethan next, then got to get that bomb, pick it up though, Stanislaw drops him, and Ponalone now left for the ace, he doesn't fancy his chances. He'll back up, he'll save it, and it will be a 4th for EG.
Look, that's unfortunate. Like, Breezy just had such a sick hold to that under balcony position. If he would have only got 1 kill and got traded, the Whalers probably could have overwhelmed the bomb side. Ponalone did a really good job of catching off the rotators, trying to come quick into the bomb side. He ended up getting 3 kills, but it still wasn't enough. 4th round for EG. And even without that AWP, we saw that for the defensive hold, it was very passive into the site, running down the clock as much as they could for the Ts. AWP being saved in for Ponalone means that he can bring it forward, Jay.
SMG for Ethan will lean forward initially here in the ramp control. Backed up alongside Breezy as they smoke out, flash over. No contact established here between EG or the Whalers at this position. The mid control again being as passive as anything from the EG camp. They could walk Palace and still be able to make something happen out here. I mean, they've got one player that's up there for DJ, but he's backing up, expecting there to be some players in this position. Now, hearing those footsteps and expecting aggression, but probably opting to back off from here.
EG, they've got the opportunity to push even further forward. There hasn't been any counter utility out from the T side, so they're getting information that there can't really be too many players out from ramp, at least without hearing any footsteps. And mid controls to come through. EG, time and time again, have almost allowed a lot of map control to come through from mid. There hasn't been too much of a contest. A trade coming out to the A bomb side, but really there's only one on the bomb site itself. Cirque still rotating in.
Flash in, back turn from Rampage, not expecting Breezy to still be here. Second player from Booze facing in towards CT, and Cirque's got that frag. Even then, trade potential was so massive for the CT side. The 3-on-2 scenario, Breezy being seen, takes himself a triple, and now Ponalone left alone here. AWP on site, does get Breezy the drop. Got a player rotating in the backstab, 25 seconds to rotate to the B side if he opts to go for it here. And look at Tarek, he's so ready for the position. AWP protect the corner. Oh, he lands the no-scope. Is he going to get to the B side in time? He's got time to shot directly! Ponalone will clutch it! You talk about that clutch potential from the Whalers. It comes out in whole to secure a 5th for the T side.
Oh, here we go. Pwn alone. The read on that too. He knows it circs out from CT. He thinks, right, I've got a chance going to the B bomb side, but I need to make sure I'm scoped in unless he swings out. That's a beautiful 1-on-2. And for EG, they didn't really play it poorly, but that was just very well played coming out for Pwn alone. They've reset the economy line once again for EG. The Whalers are taking their first tactical. Wow, this is not the start I expected to come out from the New England Whalers, but I tell you what, Jay, they're looking very impressive on the T side.
Well, look, as I mentioned, pressure's off. They can play their own game. It definitely has felt like they have been. EG,
Yeah.
struggling a little bit earlier on, but you can sort of see how the CT forces have had a bit of a struggle so far. I imagine that maybe that might switch over in the second half to a certain extent, but very, very well played at the moment. Pistols out, USBs, Eagles in for Breezy in particular, nades coming in towards that mid position. They are punched up, there should be a lot of damage, but Ethan does get a kill. So DJ first to fall, Boo gonna get caught off by aim punch, trying to fall back towards Cubby corner, completely unsupported. They're gonna get 2 AKs out of this round at the very least. Tarek will drop Boo next, so 5-on-3. Do EG go for this retake?
They might as well just try their luck at it, at least get the AKs maybe in some saving positions, but backing up the USPs the best that they can. 5-on-3, this is still very doable. Ponaloon's going to try and come into his own to take CT spawn control with a teammate out from Rampage. It should be a bit of a cleanup now for the T side, unless EG can pull something out of the hat.
Well, Breezy does get a kill back to return to even standing, but as Ponalone gets him to drop, it's all left to Breezy. 1 versus 2, and he gets himself a nice double. Ponalone's having a very good early game here. 11 kills so far in the 10 rounds we played out. Top fragging for his team, not so much for the server. That honor goes to Breezy at the moment. And actually, to be honest, you take a look at the kill counts overall, and it's very, very top-heavy here for EG. Whalers spreading out, and each individual player is having impact.
Yeah, look, honestly, Breezy's been a really big rock in the A-bomb side defense. We've seen a lot of multi-kills coming out from him, and he needs a little bit more support, Jay. I think that Cirque needs to be able to back him up a little bit more with that AWP. He's been playing out towards that connector and window room area. But he just, a little bit support, I think, needs to come through for Breezy. He can't do this all on his own, and he's had to try to for the majority of this first half.
Incendiaries in, Rampage is gonna force forward here into the underpass area. Get that kill, Cirque will find the trade though, so Breezy not able to have much impact. Ponalone again trying in against Ethan, takes that frag back, gets a double as well. EG feeding themselves to him at this ramp position. Stanislaw and Tarek now, 4-on-2 situation. Molotov's in, try and force them back out to give him a smoke. Will come up. Ponalone is expecting some sort of push up. Actually going to push forward instead, not on top of the ticket booth. In the end, he gets that flick regardless. Drops Tarek, leaves Stan alone. 1-on-4. Bomb plant just at the back of the danger boxes. And now Boo closing in the pincers to backstab and secure themselves all 5 frags in this round. 7 to the board of the Whalers. They're on to win the half here, Dweg.
Yeah, they're on to do a lot more than just that. Ponalone, he has been so damn consistent with the AWP on this T side, and EG are going to take a tactical. I think it's about time, Jay. They've really let this slip. They need to be able to get a bit of a chokehold back on this situation because the Whalers are starting to run away with it. It's been Boo and Ponalone that have really been, I think, the star elements so far on this T side. And you've got to be looking at the way they're playing, the way they're clutching, that they're making big, impactful double 3Ks, that they're probably going to be on for 9 or 10 rounds on this T side.
At the very least, this 8th will go their way. And that's like pretty much a given, all things considered. Upgrade pistols are half buy for the EG side. The Whalers looking comfortable on T. AKs over the MAC-10s, the AWP for Ponalone. CZs, Deagles, 5-7 coming out for Stanislaw. And very fast hit looks to come through towards the B site. Flashes over, smokes down. Rampage back 10, dropping straight in. Sees one player right below him. Tarek's full blind as he goes falling early. 2 players coming in from short, 1 from market. Rampage still hunting for more. Stanislaw takes a lot of damage in the end. DJ will drop him. Cirque next to face in, probably going to be next to fall as well. Rampage is playing so close towards it. Oh, well, Ethan's peeking up all the same, so he should get shut down by Boop. Spotted as the smoke clears, does get one frag on the way back out. That AK can get picked back up by the Mac 10, and this will be the half gained here for the Whalers. 8-4 up now on the T side.
And you know what, Jay? I'd actually really love to see that kind of a B-site execution really fast on a gun round. We've seen it twice when it comes to the anti-ecos of just some CZs and some Deagles and what have you for EG, but it looks really well drilled. They get the arch smokes down, the smoke out for market window, the flashes are great. Utility looks excellent over to that B bomb site, so I'd love to see if they can do that on a gun round. We'll just have to wait and see, but really, it's the defaults that they found the most success with.
That's the thing, right? You know, you say you want to see a rush out from the B site. Personally, I don't really want to see anything like that, just because of the nature of, you know, what EG are capable of if you change it up there. You know, like, if they rush out, there's a good chance to have response mollies, HEs and such. You know, there'll be an opportunity for them to really just shut it down. So for me, like, just continue playing the defaults, because you mentioned they've been well drilled, well executed. They've oftentimes got opening kills, and Ponalone in particular has had several multi-frag rounds here. So seeing him come up and already play towards the ramp position, he won't be able to get that boost in to get the opening frag on a players crossing towards connector, but the damage coming in from HEs and Molotovs against Breezy and Cirque will tag them very low.
Oh, that's a good point. Might not be an opening kill, but they've really tagged up Breezy, and Cirque's taken a little bit. Whalers, and time again, it's been very slow map control out through mid, and Ethan is trying to slow walk to get a close ramp angle, but Ponalone gets fantastic timing, slow walks out, gets a great opening kill, and he's been able to do this on so many occasions.
Flashing to allow Breezy to peek as well. He's the low HP player. If he goes in against an AK, there's a good chance that the Whalers will catch that kill. Looks to back up towards Dark instead. The T side, 4 players step over towards this A half of the map. Looking to go for the set piece, I imagine. There's a bit of a push coming in from Stanislaw. Could be the backstab player. He's being covered up by Rampage, though, so you can see his head on a swivel. Molotov's in, coming out from the CT side. Stanislaw continues his extension. Actually, they could catch them off guard. Utility's coming in right now. Cirque's going to call it. How much will Stan get before they start to exit? He's making his way in quickly. Is anyone going to hear these footsteps? Apparently not. Cirque fires away. Full blind by the flash. They are all suppressed, though. Stanislaw could get quite a lot out of this. They're all going to be bunched up. More utility coming in. Still slow faces as Cirque drops that first pick. AWP on for a secondary frag. Breezy, Tarek getting picked apart. One frag from the bomb planter. And again, Ponalone gets a no-scope. From a shoulder bait, forced a mistake from Cirque. Gets tagged, the last man standing. And the plant should be secured from here. Ponalone watching the angle as the Whalers are able to deal with the backstab effective and deal with the ace site hit.
You've got to think Cirque's got to be even thinking about the save, Jay. They have no money. 1 versus 2. He's still staying around to try and go for this. Oh my goodness, I'm grinning like a madman. That was so insane coming out from Ponalone. You thought Stanislaw was going to be able to shut that round down all there, and in the end, Cirque just backs off. He's going to end up going for the save. That was unreal for Ponalone. Stanislaw, that should have been an easy couple of kills. A massive flick comes out. And then even for Cirque, when he peeks out from CT and then goes back to cover, he even gets tagged by Ponalone again, down to 16 points of health. What a massive round for the Whalers. And that's got to hurt for AG, because that should have been theirs.
Absolutely, it should have been. Position advantage and everything. That is going to suck. And hey, again, you know, I'm keeping my head on a cool here, because there's a good opportunity for EG going into the T side. It is their most won half by comparison. So, you know, keep your expectations still sort of held at reserves for the moment. Whalers are being able to do a surprising number, don't get me wrong, but here against the EG side, the less of their potential is still yet to come. Rampage and Bentley, though, running riot into the mid position. Ethan will come back with 2 frags, but Tarek gets responded to. And now B side's open. The only issue is that they have no one to pick up that bomb, but Ethan stands alone. 1v2 now, sees 1 player, and the wraparound could come in from Boo as DJ just got a whole position back at Firebox. This should be a cleaned up frag, so long as Boo takes his time and they don't give up information.
Yeah, DJ's just got to stay alive, but I don't think he will. This HE's coming through, but he does. He expects Boo in the back line. No, he doesn't. Round up for the New England Whalers. Oh, mate, doing that to EG? Alrighty, I'll take it. I'll accept it. 10 on the board. This has been a monster T-side. And EG, I mean, look at even the buy they're bringing forward into round 15, Jay. They've got the AWP onto Cirque, but it's Fammers and a single M4. No kit, very light utility, no incendiaries on the CT side.
I think we've vastly underestimated the Whalers in this one, in this map at least, Dweg. Very awkward buyback from EG for Masters coming in for 3 AWP and for Cirque M4 on Tarek. And Tarek will open things up to get Ponalone to fall, so the aggressive AWP does get shut down. And the T start to back up a bit more passive in this one. Still got players extending here. One player coming up from underpass will try and hold on to the apps control.
It feels like it's been a while, Jay, since EG have been able to find the opening man advantage and hold on to it. And Ponalone going down, that's one of the big cores of this Whalers T side, so that's a big impactful kill to be found from the CTs. Whalers, though, they have been able to sneak Boo out from mid, but really not a lot of map control to come through. They've been very successful when it comes to these A splits, Jay, of getting a player through connector and the rest of them going out for ramp and palace. I think that's what they're setting up again.
Rampage starting to make his way into the connector entrance. 2 players aggressing from the CT side over at the ramp position. AWP watching, sees the gun barrel, takes that frag, turns on towards the ramp control. Expecting more players from connector, but unable to get that frag. Boo will find the trade as a result on the spray, but now they've got to commit to the A site. The second orb of Tarek is ready to receive here on short, popping out, back's not turn. Yes, they are. Kill comes out, Ethan drops Ben, and now DJ left alone. Bomb out in the open, 1 player up at Palace, and Breezy will drop the round to get 10-5. At least a recovery for EG, but being quiet in this first half, they've got a second to turn it around. After this break, we'll come back with the second half.
And I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. You give me air to breathe. You give me light to see. Oh. When things are out of reach, you bring them back to me. Back to me.
I don't wanna fight it. It's time to let it go. It's time to lose your inhibition. Developing a blind ambition. If you got a match, just go ahead and light it. I wanna see where this is going. We're done with playing games, not knowing, yeah. We've nothing to lose. We lost it that night. We're feeling alright. There's no need to choose. Don't make up your mind. We're feeling alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna do it like this. Gonna do it like that. Everybody's on that. Gonna do it like this. Yeah, we never look back. Oh.
shock and awe and many other things, it seems, from the Whalers' side as they go 10-5 up against the EG camp, now with a serious chance to do some damage on CT. But again, I mentioned those statistics before, EG have a much better T side than they do the CT. So this is their opportunity to really shut things down now as they go to the pistol. They look to play just as quickly as the NEW side did. So with that opening frag, Tarek turns it around. Ethan also follows suit and very quickly dismantle the A site, much like the Whalers did on their pistol round.
Oh my goodness, this is looking fantastic from EG. We saw DJ even trying to set up a nade to try and bounce into connector. It did damage, but damage wasn't needed. Kills were needed, and that's what EG found. They went so fast up through connector. Now, one thing that a lot of teams like to do on a pistol round, Jay, is kind of jump in the open to bait out shots. We saw the player towards stairs on the CT side missing so many shots because there were two players from EG that were still hopping around through that top con and jungle area to allow the trades to come through. So many entries from EG, and for the Whalers, they just couldn't even get a grasp. They couldn't even find an easy duel.
Well, that's a hell of a way to start things off. Definitely the way that the EG side wanted to get back into control on this one. Nades in, Molotovs out, standard stuff set by the CT defensive, of course, back on the force buy here for the New England Whalers side. Tag up on Tarek and Ethan as Boo takes the early tags in for the Whalers side. Gonna short control in towards the ladder room. 3 players overall to defend against it. Both players held towards Market and that entrance. DJ with the Deagle shot, taken back by Breed. He doubles up on Bentley. Now the B side's open itself, but Boo still finds a trade, 3-on-3.
This is still very doable coming out for the Whalers, but the thing you've got to worry about is no kit on their CT side, so they need to be making sure they're at least finding a man advantage pretty soon, unless, well, if they don't, they're probably just going to have to go for the save, and by looking at their positions, Jay, I don't think they're going to be going for this.
Exits may still be valuable at this early stage in the game to take those rifles out of the EG side. They will drop Boost. That's the exit secured towards the Market entrance. Home Alone may wrap in from Murder. They're going to hear the footsteps out towards Short instead, so may find an exit frag over there in a moment. Knife out. Hold on. Gets the shot down on one player and two. That's massive. Couldn't recover the AK, I don't think, but he has managed to do some damage to EG.
Did he drop the Mag 7 trying to pick up the weapon? I just want to... I don't know if he actually held onto it. That's what I think happened. Like, good damage. Yeah, I think he dropped it. Oh, no, it's there. Okay, no, it's still there. But no, like, that's really good damage with the Swag 7. And you've got to think for Ponalone, that's going to be that sort of extra bit of money that's going to make the AWP investment in the following round just so much easier for him.
Extra cash, damage done, still 3 players stay. They go for the eco around this. Upgrade pistol still for this BT sign. AK's out as standard. One player at Bentley, being the lane defender of the B site, probably should get overwhelmed by an execution coming through at this moment. EG lean in towards the split play, short control being gained. They've already got apps. Bentley is covered from his backside no matter which way he faces. So again, just to do some damage, hopefully get a kill. See, that'll see one player get a chill back for his own right, but Storm Breezy clean out those 2 players. Bomb plant can be easily secured. 2 standards for Whalers.
Oh, Breezy, I mean, what a game he's having. 23 kills and 11 deaths. Now, the one thing that's really impactful for Breezy's point of view, Jay, is that even with his 23 kills, it's not as if he's getting a few kills here or there. He's finding kills like every single round, and they're really important too. And finding a lot of entries on the T side. We saw on the CT side how many trade frags and multi-kills he was finding too. EG starting to bring this back now. We'll have to wait for the gun round, though, to follow. We would expect at least a single AWP from Ponalone. I know that Bentley, especially on a map like Train, does run the double AWP setup a fair bit, so there is an opportunity for them to go for the double AWPs to follow if they want to over on this CT side. You've just got to think for EGJ, like, when does this momentum stop? Because the Whalers needed to stop at some stage.
They got to be the one to stop it, I feel like. Got a good round there in the force fire where they were able to do the damage. So, like, you know, a good defensive from the Whalers camp would probably you know, reset the economy line of the EG camp. All they have to do is find that one round here. Flashes over standard, smokes down on towards the ramp position. Molotovs coming in, flashes. And such to the mid control for Breezy. Much more confident in mid control. Boo gets Tarek on the underpass entrance. Breezy knows he's there. Back to turn though, not expecting that to be a kill against his name. So they can find the 4 versus 4 at least. CT's requesting for the 4 though, and Breezy's not ready for that either. Rampage will drop him to a 4-on-3 now. Players in connector, they back off passive. They're gonna go for the retake here.
They've got a player in through jungle of Bentley. He's going to be the really important figure. They're going to get pressure because the T's are trying to take this control. There's 3 players out towards CT. Flashes are going to continue forward to try and initiate the fight. They need to be able to find this opening kill. Flash around the corner, and Stanislaw blind gets 2 kills. Cirque's going to be able to try and through. And what a round for EG. The Whalers look like they should have been able to deal with that CT defense pretty easily, or the T side offensive, I should say. But in the end, I just can't believe Stanislaw gets that many kills, and he was completely blind.
That's the thing, right? The spray was manic. He had no idea how many players around that corner, and still he managed to get the double. Headshots on both. Fully flashed, fully blind. Cirque doubling up of his own right, able to get his own impact in that defensive, and Evil Genius is in a really good spot to recover that. After the Whalers pushed so far forward, got the man advantage initially, like that was such a good, well-played round, but it just was not to be. And they're going to try to aggress here towards the Palace area next, and with these pistols out, you can have this make sense. It's a half buy from the Whalers. On max loss bonus, we'll have rifles back in the next one, so let's see what they can get out of this. The range game played against Cirque, though. He is ready for a player to pop out of Palace. Rampage not going to overextend.
You wonder, though, how long is he going to wait here? Is he just going to get timing that as soon as he unscopes, that's when Rampage peeks out? No. Doesn't get timing at all. Easy kill to come out from Cirque. And just waiting for that slow walk aggression from Palace. And Tarek's been able to push very far forward into the B apartments. And for here, EG have already got a lot of map control out to this B bomb site. They've got options. They can start to retake mid. They've got a lurk out from ramp. And for the Whalers, I think they're just going to be setting themselves up for a gamble B stack, Jay.
CT's wrapping over as the EG side make their way into the ramp position. Going towards the A play. And I mean, there's a good chance the Whalers throw themselves at this site anyway because, you know, they haven't got much to lose. They'll be up on a buyback in the next one anyway. Not much sense in saving the helmetless Kevlar pieces or the Deagles that they can very easily buy back in the next round. Yeah, flashes, Molotovs, bomb plant to be secured. Whalers not even going to opt for it, actually. Rotating in towards the apartments, going underpass. Not even that. Looking for exit frags probably towards the T-spawn. So not quite as bum rush into the site as we would have thought it would be.
Breezy's going to be sort of the lone defender around this ramp and Palace area. He needs to make sure that he's not overextending too far. Oh my goodness. Good tap from Breezy. Good response from Bentley. Now he does have the opportunity of picking up an AK, but you know what? He's not even interested.
Mistake from him. Play towards this mid window though. Tarek will take Bentley. DJ with a chance to get an exit. Not given the chance. Oh, close against Tarek, but not to be. And EG, 5 rounds in a row, 10 all to the board against the New England Whalers. And I mean, this is more like the game we're expecting to see from them. I kind of expected that the T side would look relatively good for them, but you know, with this one-sided affair that we saw from Whalers in the first half, I thought that they would have held their own to a certain extent.
Yeah, look, they need to get a little bit more involved, Jay. And we've seen EG talk about the 5 rounds in a row in the second half. They won round 15 as well, so it's really 6 if you think about it. Evil Genius is just going in for a set-piece execution by the looks of things, something that we haven't really seen either teams pulling out all too often on Mirage. But it could work out really nicely because the Whalers only have 2 players in the site. There's still a rotator Bentley.
Smoke down, blocking off the gap. Boo Multiple victories left hand side. Sees two players, lines up the spray on towards the bomb planter, but now they're just going to bear down on him with small tank tag. Spray back. One player's blind over towards the firebox. And Slurp will get that frag in the end. They can't cross the bomb to the side. Look at Ethan extending very far forward here. Flash round, catches Rampage blind. So Bentley will get a trade back, but Breezy also with his own swing. Cirque's there to take the kill, and the plant will be secured. DJ and Pwn alone. 2-on-3, held towards this mid position. Can't see any of the T-side players. They're held back behind cover as Cirque peeks in as well. He's probably going to be able to win this fight against AWP. Yeah, crossing out, the shot missing, no flick vertically, and now they go back to save.
Yeah, Pwn needed that shot. If he gets that 2 versus 2, they probably go for it, but as soon as he doesn't hit, he gives away the information. They go, right, we're out of here. We've only got a single kit, don't have a lot of utility. I'll tell you what, though, Tarek really wants to try and hunt, and even if he takes one of these players out, that's going to make a big difference in the following rifle round.
The EG taking the lead for the first time, I believe, round 8 in this matchup.
No, I think, like, because they lost pistol, didn't they? But then they won the anti-eco, and then they went 3-1 up, and then they lost the lead completely after there.
That's true, yes. Okay, you're correct about that one. Either way, it's been a while, so...
It has, yeah.
Seeing them get this far, positive element here for the EG camp now. Maintaining that lead above the Whalers side, and now looking to follow suit with even more aggression and even more confident rounds, because these rounds have looked confident. A couple of resistance players coming in from the CT camps, but all in all, it's not been enough to turn these rounds to their favor. All that potential that we saw in the first half has all just seemed to have disappeared at this stage. Pwn alone first of all towards B, a lot of utility being thrown out there. Bentley will try find a frag, but nothing is going to be found by him. Sees that one head, just about gets away with the kill. Okay, that's a 4-on-4.
Not bad at all. A good response to come in. EG, though, they've got 3 players around this A bomb site, and really there's only a single defender of Boo, but Rampage is getting aggressive out through mid. He gets a kill, Boo still alive to the under balcony position, and CZ trying to tap away. Can't land the kill, but it's still a 3 versus 3.
DJ back up behind the boxes, 50 seconds, flash in, there's Bentley with an all big AWP out in the open, but DJ bides his time, and it works well for him, even in a 1 versus 2, spray back turns it to 1, but the bomb's been dropped in the open, and Bentley knows it, hearing those footsteps, Ethan trying to reposition, and Bentley checking, not looking the right way, though! Overextending too far, he had the round in the palm of his hands, all he had to do was wait, but still he pushed, he cost him the round.
Oh, if Ethan was anywhere else, on the side. Oh, Bentley, the one angle he comes through from Tetris and just does not see him at all. EG keep their streak alive, and this is just looking like Whalers are falling apart completely, Jay. Pwn alone's been very underwhelming on this CT side. He needs to come alive like he was on T side. He was, what, 18-6 at one point?
They've dropped off. Spray through on Boo, just couldn't connect it on to Tarek for 100% of the kill. 9 HP. AWP Pwn alone here, seeing players crossing out towards the Palace position. Smokes do come down as they buy themselves some cover. Blind as a bat as they make their way out towards this cross bomb plant can be secured. Incendiaries in, CT's of Bentley. Only player at CT spawn itself. The flash come over, don't blind him off. They're all be suppressing towards connector. I suppose the majority of the CT forces are at. He does swing on the line at bomb plant for the moment though. 4-on-4. They have time to reinstate it though, so it's not a massive frag in the grand scheme of things. Still the New England Whalers push forward. Breezy held to the corner, takes out one frag. DJ trades it, Breezy doubles up, on for a triple. Oh, the one tap. And Bentley stands alone now out towards CT. There's Cirque with his frag in the round. And it all came down to Breezy, the main stand-up player of EG.
It's just a god. What do you say about that? Like, this last shot, he's just had such a lights-out performance on Mirage. Oh my goodness, he's almost at a 30 bomb, Jay. Wow, what a performance from him. And honestly, like, his impact has won them so many rounds. I mean, certainly on the T side, it's been a little bit more of a team effort, but in that first half, it was definitely down to him for the majority of the rounds that they won. And Ponalone trying to maybe hide in this top mid smoke with a deagle. This is a bit cheeky.
Oh, they found it.
Or not.
Never mind. Mike's having a Bentley. Whaler's got quite a lot out of this in the last one. Jump facing and just burning alive. So Tarek and Ethan can take those frags back. DJ did get Cirque. So again, damage being done to the Tees, but not much in the grand scale of things. The partner be secured. This is going to be 14 for the EG camp. And Whalers, they need a good round in the next one. This is a half buy. They'll have rifles out. And not a single round has gone the way of this second half CT side. The New England Whalers have really dropped off. And again, a part of it is the fact that EG came into their own in the second half. But again, you compare to how the Whalers were looking in that first half compared to the second. It's night and day.
Yeah, no, it really is. You've got to think that there was some serious talks from EG between Zeus and Stanislaw at the end of that half, because it's almost like we're looking at a completely different team now. And Boo's got an opportunity of at least being able to pick up a rifle and save that into the next round. But for the Whalers, it's like, what do you even do? You're just getting out-aimed, you're getting out-fragged. EG are just absolutely rolling you in this second half. And Ponalone's going to go with the AWP once again, and they're going double AWP setup straight now. I mentioned this a few rounds ago. They're going triple AWPs. They really want to do something uncharacteristic. Okay, I expected 2 at some stage, definitely not the 3rd.
Oh, let's see how they play with them. Ponalone going out towards the mid control. Missed his jump there on the window, so couldn't get towards shore. Second AWP, Bentley's played out towards the B side on the site itself. A third of Rampage over on A, but as they take the first player out, there's going to be a response back from Booz. Cirque gets his AWP in trade to a 3v3 scenario. And was underpass. They've cleared out the A site though. Tarek's got to be the man to get the bomb plant down in the end. So as they secure this site, retake got to come through from the Whalers. And Cirque's so ready for a pop-out play. They're so close towards it. Flick in does not connect. And they start to back off.
And they need to smoke out to that jungle position. That's exactly what's come down. That's going to deny some vision out from the CT side, but it's the utility on the site itself that is able to deal with Cirque. Tarek, he's got the bomb on his back. He may have been able to see that player to the stairs area, but man advantage now for the CTs. They're going to plant open to CT, but they're trying to spam through the boxes. They do a hell of a lot of damage, but the bomb gets planted, and now Ethan's in a 1 versus 3.
Clutches have been not as prevalent so far in this game. And Ethan's not going to win one here. DJ swings out. The New England Whalers back on the board here. 11 to the CT side. They're going to get the double AWPs as well for it. Not opting for the AKs at this stage. I guess that makes sense. The money's still not fantastic, but here we go. Finally, this is the chance for the New England Whalers to bring it back against EG. There was such a massive money line built up for the T side. The AKs are going to come back out. Cirque can afford the AWP. And they're not going to let that one go down lightly.
Yeah, look, there's still a fair bit of money on this EG side, so the Whalers really need to start coming together and put up some strong rounds on this CT side if they want to try and break it. We saw the AWP certainly finding a fair bit of contact, but it was the riflers that found the majority of that damage on the CT side. Ponalone going to be able to make the jump up to that short position. No mid control, though, coming out for EG. It seems like maybe they want to take it a little bit later into the round. Kind of grouping up out through the B apartments, Jay. Oh, my goodness.
That's a frag. Or for Bentley, looking back on towards the side. The flashbang catching him pretty well blind, but he swings on. Tarek gets that flick together. Eventually gets overwhelmed with the numbers game as Circle for the apartments gets it to a 3-on-3. Plant will be secured. Good effort from the Whalers to try and maintain the man advantage, but a lot more work to do at this stage. Flashing in, going to try allow Rampage to peek. I think he saw one crossing out the apps. The AWP Cirque sees a shoulder, doesn't catch the kill. Second flick also not landing. Not quite landing as many shots so far in his game so far for him, but as Boo pops forward at the window, gets shut down by Breezy, doubling up for his own right. DJ there with a trade. Cirque still watching. The fuse kit on DJ. Ethan's there in the corner to shut it down and get 15 to the board of EG. Map point as the Whalers get shut back. They've got a force buy in, but it's still going to be tough.
And I'll tell you what, look, for the Whalers, Jay, it's been a tough second half. There's no doubt about it. We've seen them really try and change it up. We've seen them try to take mid-control away from the Ts. We've seen them get aggressive. We've seen them play really passive into the sites. But the success factor just hasn't been there. Only a single round on CT. And even for Bentley, it's a glass cannon AWP.
Frag on Breezy to open up this round. Look at how quickly the CTs are going to try extending towards the T half of the map, but you can see the trades coming in. 2-for-1s, all in all. Flashes over towards CT. Breezy looking on towards the next player in the back lines. That's a secondary kill now. 2 standing. A triple overall for Breezy, actually. And the Whalers looking like they're going to fall apart from here. Bomb plant secured at the back of the A site. Spray through and Rampage does find actually 2 frags. Hold on. Maybe a chance, but it's still going to be tough. EG have got Breezy sneaking up the back line. They've got Stanislaw watching for a kill. He's seen one player back over towards the cross as he makes his way in from jungle to the point. He closes with an ace. This match was started with an ace, and now Rampage stands alone, sneaking his way back in towards the CT spawn. Stanislaw most likely to get the frag at this stage, and he's so low. Breezy swinging up, sees the man towards that gap and across, and indeed he closes it with an ace. 16-11 for Evil Geniuses.